Yo, what's good, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the Big Play Small Talk podcast. It's Jesse, and this episode is the NYCFC season recap episode, and I really couldn't think of a better person to have on the show, co-host the show with me, than the man himself. The man that runs the stands. Honestly, in my opinion, the best NYCFC content creator in the biz right now, my man Nico.
I appreciate
Chop
that, bro.
Cheese, bro. How you doing?
What's good?
How you feeling today, my brother?
Great, man. Great day. Been chilling with y'all, watching some football, talking some shit.
I hear that. I mean,
that's literally a perfect day if you ask me.
I mean, waking up today, didn't you feel a little better than
yo,
didn't the air smell a little fresher today than it did?
It was like the Red Bulls losing MLS Cup final was fantastic because I couldn't think of a fan base that deserves to be miserable more than them. They're the fucking worst. I literally hate them so much. So fuck y'all. Like literally, you guys suck so bad. So take the
agree.
L. We're a big club. You're a small club. Get over it.
That's it. Not for nothing. Like the shit that they talk on a constant basis is sickening. So they deserve every ounce of misery that they're feeling right now. I hope you hold it and you carry it with you and it develops into something worse.
They flew all the way to LA just to take the L.
2 goals in 4 minutes.
They put the L in LA. No cap. Fucking bums.
That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I was so happy. I couldn't watch the game because honestly, I was a little too nervous.
Bro, they literally in 15 minutes the game is basically over. The only goal they scored, I mean, shout out, bro. I will give the one thing on set pieces. Man, I mean, talk about a team that just takes advantage of the opportunities given to them. I mean, besides that banger they scored against us, that was mainly due to the win, bro. They scored a set piece. Even though we play horrible defense, it's like that's where their bread and butter. How they beat Orlando, set piece.
Yeah, I mean, if you look
how
at the
they
stats,
score in the final, set piece.
Uh-huh.
That's why when they kept fouling them, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's literally the only thing you don't do. Don't foul them.
If you look at the stats from when we played them, we dominated almost every category.
And you know why? Because we
shots.
scored first both those games. They literally are a team that's meant to play with the lead. So are we, so that's kind of the weird thing.
Right. I'm sick that we lost that game. We definitely should have won that game.
I mean, yeah, but the players just didn't put it away. I mean, Alonso Martinez had how many chances in front of net, and he just didn't put them away. Like, that's something.
I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
You got to take the L sometimes.
We'll get to that.
We took the L that night.
I'm just happy that the Red Bulls lost.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
I mean, I woke up, sometimes
I will not ask the sports guys for much anymore because they gave me everything I needed last night. That was perfect.
I wake up a little miserable sometimes. I'm all upset. So I woke up and I sat at the edge of the bed and your brain starts kicking and rebooting. And then the first thing I remember was that the Red Bulls lost, and the smile that cracked on my face could have been the ending of a Batman villain movie.
I mean,
I
bro,
was so happy.
They put stars on the kit before the game. They do it to themselves. That's why I don't feel that. I cannot remember any NYCFC fan ever having any championship merch until we won the championship or anything. I never saw a star. I never saw a star on the kit. I never saw a tattoo with a star. Nothing.
I've never seen one of those tattoos actually come to fruition. You always see on the internet a dude will get the Super Bowl tattoo and it'll be fucking the Eagles.
Do you know there's people walking around right now with New York Red Bull tattoos, and there's people who don't know who the Red Bulls are, and they just think people have a Red Bull can tattooed on them.
They're damn, they like that energy.
Yeah, you really like that energy drink, bro. Bro, they're just whatever. Let's not talk about them. This is my NYCFC, bro.
Yeah. But it's also good to talk about them miserable because they're fucking
fuck
miserable.
Y'all, you
fucks.
deserve it.
Yeah,
Cheers
I agree.
to that, bro.
Cheers. Yo, I agree. Cheers. Cheers to that.
This is Red Bull tears on tap.
Nah, so on some real shit, let's get into Chop Cheese, my bro. Let's get into your fandom, right?
Yep.
When did you first become a fan of the club, and when did you first go to your first game?
Oh, man. So my cousin Camilo, you met him a couple times. So in 2015, I was 16. So one day he came. He was living in an apartment, and I was chilling at his house, and he said, yo, we're going to the NYCFC game. I knew who they were, and I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, oh, we're cool, whatever. And, bro, when I went to the game, it was Pirlo's debut against Orlando. Kaká. We won 5-3. Poku scored. Villa scored.
Club legend.
Yeah, club legend. Don't let anyone else tell you different.
Don't
only
scrub your
MVP.
history.
Only MVP we ever had.
Believe that.
Yeah, bro, I just fell in love with the energy. even though they had like, I remember they had the graffiti like in the, well, I was across from the supporter section, so if it was baseball, it would be like the center field, left center field. They had the NYCFC
like the
graffiti there, and I was just like, I fell in love with it like instantly.
Right.
And I was living in Maryland at the time with my mom, but like I would always keep up with the team and watch like on Stream East or whatever site I could watch the games on. And then once I moved back, like I needed something to like keep myself out of trouble, and I was like, ever since September 2018, I have not missed a home game at Yankee Stadium or Citi Field since September of 2018.
That's when you got your season tickets?
I got my season tickets at the end of the like the off season of 2018 going into 2019. So 2019 is officially my first year as a season ticket holder.
Right.
That was it was the best decision I ever made.
Right. No, I mean, man, I've been going to games since 2015.
I know, you're an OG, founding member. I don't got that scarf over there. I don't got that.
Not a lot of people do, bro. That's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
You know
on
how
that
hard
scarf,
it is
man.
to get that OG NYCFC merchandise, bro. Even if you go on eBay, you're gonna have to go dig deep into your wallet to buy some of that shit.
I keep all my shit in Ziploc bags.
No, you
and
should,
vacuum
bro. You
seal
should.
bags in the store.
Especially with the logo changing. Make sure you guys cop up on all the old logo NYCFC shit.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel the constant? Because I see that it's happening with a lot of clubs now. They're changing the logos
I just
constantly.
hate that they're like, it's your city, your club, but then they change the logo based off of what 10 people think. And I love Third Rail and I love Teblados, but they basically just took what they felt about it and just ran with it. Like, there's way more fans than that.
Well, I think it should have been something emailed to the,
like, bro,
to the
when
members.
the badge we had now was voted on. This was voted on right here, and that's why
like
they chose
the original option.
And they take it away from us. Why take that away? Why? At least if you're gonna change it, give the fans real input. Like, soccer isn't like the NBA or the NFL. Like, obviously it's a corporation, but like the fans have so much say, and to just make that decision and just be like, oh well, we know what's best. Do you really?
No, I think the fans definitely should have a say.
At least some of a type of a say. If you're gonna do it. But at least be like, at least keep us in the loop.
Right.
Like, we've had to put up with so much shit. Like, you guys have made us play in Red Bull Arena. We've had to play home games in Los Angeles, Connecticut, Citi Field, Yankee Stadium, Red Bull Arena. Fuck, man. Like, at least just be like, yo, what do you guys think about this? But they couldn't even do that.
Do you feel like we're getting our, like, not I would say our rights, but like how we feel about things? Is that being taken less and less into consideration?
I don't think so, but I just think that specific, like with the logo, I just feel like they dropped the ball a little bit, because I don't mind that they did it. Like, it's honestly started to grow on me a little bit, but still, it's like, why don't we have an input? You say it's your city, your club, right? That's the motto.
Our city, our club.
Our club, our city, our club. Well, they act like it.
I feel like I feel like we need to be more involved in the decision making. I think more decisions need to be made on behalf of the fans.
I mean, not everything, because we're fucking retarded, but in general, like, yeah, at least give us an input. We should have, like, you know how they do the MVP voting? It's like fan, media, players, like, or at least our input should be somewhere in there.
Right.
And I don't think it's fair that just because, I mean, like I said, I love them both. But Third Rail and Templados, just, they get to speak for all of us. Because I know they don't even want that responsibility themselves.
Oh. So now, let me ask you a question. When did you come up with the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to start covering NYCFC. I'm going to give my input. I want to start creating content on behalf of the fans.
Honestly, I saw the way that the team marketed the team, and I thought they did a horrible job. I think they do much better now, but at the time I felt like they just did, like, they were very, like, I don't know. It was very, like, Midtown, Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty.
And that's not what the stands
just
are.
Corporate, like, NYC, which, like, I'm not saying that doesn't exist. Of course it exists. Like, everyone who lives here knows that that's definitely a very real thing. But it's just that they just harped on it. It's like, the city is so vibrant, it's so beautiful, it has so much culture, and to just ignore it, I felt like was a disservice. So I took it upon myself. I was like, you know what? If they're not going to make the content, I'll try. And thank God I've been around for a while, so people knew who I was. So when I started, and thank you to my beautiful girlfriend Jennifer for giving me her camera.
Shout out to Jen.
And from my mic for my first episode. Literally, if it wasn't for her, I would have never started it. I always thought of it, but to actually get it done, it's because of you, baby. I love you. Thank you.
She is the best.
No, she's the GOAT.
She really
so
is the
for
GOAT.
sure, now that like I'm at where I'm at now, it's crazy. But really, I just wanted the fans to have a voice.
Right.
And it's actually crazy that I know that I've built a platform to where now that's the case.
Well, truth be told, I really don't remember another person creating NYCFC specific content before you.
It was hard. Just because, like, especially when I watch my first videos now, bro, I like cringe. Like, it's not even like the content. It's just, no, I know it is, but it's like the edits I made. Like, oh, I wish I could have done this, I've done that, but now that's why I take control the way I do now and do things the way I do now. Because now I don't feel like I'll have those regrets. Maybe like on certain things, but I'll take the chances with that. But really, I wanted someone to speak for us. Like, I wanted people to have a voice, and I want NYCFC to be taken seriously. Like, I know you know because you're a diehard NYCFC fan. People are like, oh, what's that, NYCFC? Oh, like this team that does this or does that. There's always like belittling the energy. Like, oh,
not for nothing. I tend to travel a lot, and we always I get the same response from everybody.
And I hate it, bro.
Same response from everybody.
Because like, who cares? Like, if you really are a fan of the sport, it shouldn't matter what level. Like, bro, I love basketball. I watch the NBA. I watch college. I watch the big three.
I'll watch.
I'll go watch the game at Park.
Yeah, I agree.
I love the game, bro. I don't care, and especially. I find it funny when Europeans make fun of it because, like, in England, they watch the championship. They care about the lower league. So,
of course.
So if you're looking at our league, even though it's the top is, like, low, like, you should still appreciate the love we have for the teams in general.
Yeah. And no, I'm sorry. Our league is not 100 years old, my dude. We're building it, you know?
England has never beaten USA in a competitive competition. Just had to say that. In soccer. True.
Or in wars.
Sorry, Lauren.
All right, so man, like I know, like from you, and you said you started it. When did you start it? When did
in the middle of the 2022 season? I think it was July 14th. I posted my first episode, and man, I haven't stopped since. And
you are very driven, bro. I'll give you that.
Man. It's really crazy. Like, I don't really talk about it much, but bro, like the way that it's in a good way, like it's definitely become like the forefront of my thought, because at first I just did it as a hobby, and now like I actually see like what it can be if I actually take it serious. So
right
I definitely take it, and like I have a unique opportunity to speak on the team because, for example, like the club, like it took me a while to understand it. Like, they can only monitor show the team in a certain way because they have sponsors, they have this, they have that, right?
So there's certain content that they can't promote openly,
and I have the opportunity to do that.
Right.
And even if it takes the long road, I mean, I don't think it will, because the way that people have embraced the content is my favorite. Like,
yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed not only you get embraced by the culture of NYCFC, and now you're starting to get embraced by the players of NYCFC. They're starting to come, and I've seen you interview a couple players as well in front of City Field.
Tavon Gray, bro. I interviewed Tavon Gray.
That's huge. I love Tavon Gray, man. He puts his heart out there. He leaves it all on the pitch every time he plays.
Bro, just like the fact, like, I've literally been told, they're like, yeah, we watch your videos in the locker room. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's insanity.
That's literally insanity.
Yo, son, that's crazy.
Like, literally,
bro.
That's wild. Like, when we were at the SoFi, the season, the end of they had like before we played Red Bull the week before, there was like the city members like thing. And Michai Lenic, Tanaslevich, and Bakrar were there. And, bro, like, as soon as I went up to Bakrar, he was like, bro, chopped cheese. Like, bro, that's crazy. Like, it blows my mind.
That is dope,
like, bro, that I love the Knicks, right? But, like, Jalen Brunson's never going to know who I am.
If that's not inspiration enough for you to just keep pushing.
Exactly, bro. And, like, not only do they know me, like, and, bro, I spoke to them for an hour and a half, and I never pulled out my camera. I mean, it was hanging around my neck the whole time, but, like, bro, I love and respect them so much that, like, I feel like the least I could do is just leave them alone. But they actually, like, dig and fuck with who I am, and, bro, that's unbelievable. Everyone, man, whoever's came up to me and said, yo, I fuck with you, bro, it's the coolest shit ever. Because, bro, when I'm editing it, it's just me. Whenever I put it out, whatever happens after that, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no control over it.
Absolutely. They're going to like it. They're going to hate it. People are going to talk shit.
And trust me, plenty of people hate it. Don't let it fool you. Bro. A lot of people have come up to me and explain to me their displeasure, but that's fine. It's fine. It goes both ways, right?
Could get a little graphic on the chopped cheese page, man. It's not
can.
But no. Like before,
but it's real.
It is real. That's what I'm saying. It's real. It's genuine. It's
Nothing
the fans.
that
it's New York
said,
City.
Nothing that's said on my show is not said. It's just I show it. And I always will.
So what's the growth of chopped cheese looking like? What's the next steps? Are you
honestly probably like post a lot more content on like YouTube and stuff.
Right.
I really just want to dig more deep into fan culture. Like I want to just interview fans, like because again, like I was telling you earlier, in Europe, like in England and every other country, it's all about the fans. And
right.
Like I understand that we're MLS, so like we only get a certain say. But if I can make that say mean something and at least put people's stories out there and everything, because bro, I met the dopest people in my life. The only reason me and you were talking right now is because of NYCFC.
Absolutely. You ain't
literally,
lying.
like no lie. Like we are not lying. I met
lying.
my girlfriend through NYCFC.
Right.
I met all my closest friends and shit through NYCFC. So it's so sick, bro. It's dope.
Hey, you know, now that you think about it, man, a lot of my close friends that I have now, I met through the club.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Think about the big life moments we've spent together because of people we know just through NYCFC.
Word. You ain't lying.
Literally.
And that's something that like maybe like gets overlooked because I feel like it's part of the culture of football, of soccer. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, it brings people together, but all those other things get overlooked as far as like community and family. And then, you know what I mean? You meet somebody at a game and fucking 3-4 years later, you're at their wedding and you're celebrating the biggest moments of their lives. You know what I mean? Yeah, I appreciate the shit out of that, man.
Bro, like, this club is giving me everything. Like, it's really crazy to think that, like, now we're going to have our own stadium and, like, we're really, like, starting to grow. I just want the team, like, the people who are running the team to really understand, like, the magnitude of the moment they're in right now and really take advantage of it.
Right.
And not let it go to waste.
Right.
Because nothing would be more sad than the World Cup coming here and all these things. And NYCFC not capitalizing on it anyway.
I mean,
if I worked for NYCFC, I would just go up and down the street in Queens and just hand out free shirts.
I never understood why, with all the capabilities of them being able to build a stadium within the time frame of the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand the hurdles, the political hurdles, you know what I mean? And having to meet with congresswomen.
Bro, that was 95. I can tell you for a fact, that was 95% of the problem.
Of the problem? But then it's like, man, like to be able
Shout
to
out Francisco Moya for never giving up on us. Thank you.
True NYCFC OG.
Literally a GOAT.
But like for us not to be able to capitalize, imagine a World Cup game in Queens, bro.
They would never allow it.
Why?
The capacity.
I mean,
25,000 is too small, bro.
Really?
Yeah. For a World Cup, absolutely. Way too small. Bro, I love Colombia. And in Medellin, I would love for them to play a game there. Bro, it's like 25,000. They'll never play there. That's why they're always playing Barranquilla. Because it's like 50,000, 60,000.
Really?
Bro, you'd really think Jerry Jones, all these dudes, the NFL owners, are going to let them.
Rutherford and shit. Yeah.
You think they're going to let Brad Sims take that deal from them, bro?
Nah.
No.
I mean,
for friendlies and shit, like, I'm not saying like USA qualifiers won't happen there, but for World Cup matches, nah, bro.
Good to know. Good to know.
It sucks. But
it does suck. It would have been dope.
The only MLS stadium hosting any World Cup matches is BMO Field in Toronto.
Right.
Because they're like 45,000, 50,000.
And what, we're maxing at 25?
For now.
And all right, hold on. Before we get into the stadium, because I know you were at the groundbreak, and I want to ask you a couple questions about that. But I kind of want to know, with the growth of Chopped Cheese, and you're like working with the club now, what are your aspirations?
Well, I'm not working with the club.
I mean, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Sorry,
clear. I'm not working.
Do you
with
have
them.
any aspirations to work with the club?
With yes,
not for
no,
because I understand that is
that. But
what, are you gonna run their social media?
No,
content?
no, not even that. Just like I would just love to help them anyway. Like if they ever needed me for anything, I don't care what it was. If they asked me to do anything, I would do it. Just because I love the team that much. Like if they were like, "Yo, could you pull up?" Like, of course, literally, no problem. But the goal, bro, is literally just to make NYCFC one of the biggest teams at MLS culturally. Like, bro, I have people, like I have LAFC fans, RSL fans, Sporting Kansas City fans, Sounders fans, Galaxy fans, LAFC fans. Be like, yo, I used to think NYCFC fans were whack. And then I saw your videos and I completely changed my opinion.
Right.
And when I first started making videos, I never thought of anything outside of the stands, literally. I just looked at the people in 237, 236, 238 in Yankee Stadium and 106 through 109 in Citi Field. And that's all my mind went to. I never thought of anything past it.
Right.
But I think in a way that's what helped me because you see how organic the content is. Because I never really thought about what was next. I was just like, well, this is just what I got right now.
Right. I feel like you always seem to catch everybody when they're most passionate at that one moment, whether it's a goal, whether it's a loss.
Yeah.
You happen to catch your content when everybody's so just emotional, adrenaline driven.
I'm lucky that people have known me for a long time, and like, you know, I hang out with everybody. Like I'm cool with everybody, so people feel very comfortable with me. It's not like, you know, random person just coming to a game and interviewing people. Like most of the people on my show, they all know me. So
yeah.
It definitely is the level. Yeah, like they'll be way more vulnerable and talk way more about like just their emotions, which is dope. Like that's how it should be. I don't want anybody to sugarcoat anything because every opinion matters. All like whenever the club makes decisions, right? Like we're talking about the logo, they say, "Oh, well, we didn't hear much opposition." Well, I'm not saying we should oppose everything, but at least if anything, if my video starts a conversation, my goal was accomplished.
Right.
Literally, all I care about is people talking about NYCFC. I want the NYCFC fitted to be as iconic as the Yankee fitted.
You want the club to be known as
literally
like the New York City
like
club.
yo, this is our shit.
Right.
And bro, other cities do it. Like it's not impossible. It's
Right.
gonna take a lot of work, but I'm willing to do it. And eventually, we will be that. The stadium's gonna help 1,000%.
Supposed to be the best stadium in MLS.
Bro, like you said, I was there. I mean,
Yeah,
bro,
how was the groundbreaking now that we talk
bro,
about it?
Eric Adams pulled up like a heel, like a wrestling heel,
No.
bro. Like Doobie Rock said, bro. He literally pulled up with an entrance song and everything, bro. He got out the Suburban. Yeah, bro. Like it was so crazy.
He came out to the NWO
It was so
music.
crazy, bro. And man, it was emotional, man. Like I was just there and I was like, bro, we like I was telling you, we've played games everywhere and we've gone through so much and
Played home games in LA.
bro, there was literally points like I'll never forget, just to sidetrack a little bit, but it adds up with the story. When we played DC late 2021, we beat them 6-0. And I'll never forget how empty the stadium was. And I remember sitting there that day like, damn, bro, like the future NYCFC is scary.
What was that like? That's when we were on that terrible stretch.
We literally had
September.
just beat Atlanta. Well, no, we tied Atlanta. Goody had the free kick then the next game. Like, and I'll never forget how empty the stadium was. And I was like, damn, bro, the future
that
NYCFC.
Goody free kick was the
And I wasn't thinking we were gonna win MLS Cup at that point. I was just like, oh, we're winning a couple games. Maybe we'll roll into the playoffs. And I remember like sitting there that day and like, bro, it was so empty. Like, bro, the stadium was empty, bro. Like there was no one there. And I was like, damn, bro, like the future of this team is really scary right now. Like, who knows what's gonna happen? And to sit there where our stadium's gonna be and be like, wow, look at how much things changed just in 3 years. If we would have never won MLS Cup, we would never have a stadium.
No, absolutely. You know what? You were right about that.
That's why every single player on that 2021 championship team and coach, regardless of how we feel about Nick Cushing, he was the assistant coach. Everyone, they're literally legends.
We would have never we would have never been taken seriously as a sport. Like, it
Yeah.
would have just been like, oh, whatever.
And we won it away, not in a baseball stadium. So you can all shut the fuck up about that, please.
You ain't lying about that. Away
And
at fucking New
COVID Cup,
England.
tell Andre Blake not to throw a fucking party during the peak COVID season. My bad, he's retarded. Like, what do you want from me, bro?
Yo,
He's
seriously.
stupid, bro. Like, we had to follow the rules. They didn't. So now we got to pay the price for that? And we didn't have Tati.
And we didn't have Tati. You're right, because he got red
And
card
they scored
and he didn't
first.
play. Yeah.
And they scored
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And they still lost.
Philly fans are annoying. Those are another. They're like they make.
Yeah,
so
but
many,
they're gone now.
They make
They're
so
literally
many
behind us. They're in the rear
excuses,
view.
So much excuses for everything that they do is nobody else's. It's everybody else's fault. Philadelphia Union.
I mean, their
fans.
front office is definitely trash, but, bro, their fans are so corny. Like, Dupe.
Yeah, dude.
Ben Franklin is the best you got, bro. What about Joe Frazier? Like, there's great people.
Yo,
from
Rocky,
Philly.
call yourself the Balboas.
And you literally, and you choose Ben Franklin.
Call
the
yourself the
fucking
Balboas,
the
bro.
booze bag who was banging prostitutes. All that's who you chose.
Dupe sounds so stupid.
Dupe poop, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, no context, MLS. I know you're a fucking Philly fan, but
Yeah,
you guys
whatever.
suck, bro. You guys are mad corny.
Dupe.
You guys make Columbus fans seem hardcore, bro.
So do you know about the? Do you know about the?
If you know, you know.
Do you know about the groundbreaking? Like when it's? Are we supposed to be ready for the 2027?
So
season?
yeah, we will be ready for the 2027 seasons to get back on the. Yeah, no, the stadium it's iconic, bro. Like it's really gonna be there, in the heart of Queens, in the 5 boroughs, not in New Jersey. I'm just saying that just cause, not for any reason in particular. And it was special, man, because my favorite thing about it was every single person who I saw there were people like, listen, people, I'm chopped cheese, whatever, right? There's people who are way bigger NYCFC fans than me. There's people who were there way before I was.
Right.
And like, I was in high school. I lived a different state. But it doesn't matter. Like, those people day one, like SC and all these people who were fucking, they pounded that pavement when there was like uncertainty, just pure uncertainty. You being one of them, bro,
right.
Following the team blindly.
Right.
God bless you, bro.
Yeah, not
because look at where we're at now.
Absolutely. The only thing we knew is that we were playing in a baseball stadium with literally, we never knew when we were going to get a stadium.
Never. And like, there was a couple years where literally they just stopped having rumors about it. It just went radio silent.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Like, literally, it was just like, oh, we're, nothing.
That's when I had a little hope. I was like, maybe now that they're not talking shit, something might be in the fucking works.
The problem was they put all their eggs in the Bronx, bro. Now in Queens, bro, that's another thing. I think in Queens is perfect because the culture of Queens, the way Queens is.
Yeah.
There's a huge Hispanic community, just a community that loves soccer. The Bronx never embraced soccer, and that's fine. It is what it is.
It's now, close to Jackson Heights. It's close to all the
Flushing Meadow Park, bro.
When we go,
Corona.
There's games at Flushing Meadow Park.
Roosevelt Avenue is right over there. Like the food, the culture, everything. It just fits. It just fits a soccer stadium being there.
And when you go to games at Citi Field, not for nothing, there's literally way more people there than there are at Yankee Stadium.
I guess it just feels like that because we're all together. Whereas at Yankee Stadium, you're more spread out. Like at Yankee Stadium, you'll be at the Bodega, Twins, Billy, Stan's,
I'm talking about in the stadium. When you're in the stadium, I feel like there's more people at the game.
I feel like that's just the way it looks. I feel like Yankee Stadium's more wide, where Citi Field's more compact, especially in the corners of the supporter section. They're so tight, and we're all like on top of each other like fucking sardines. So I feel like that's probably why it feels like that. But like the biggest sellout we had this year was against Miami, and that was the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, but of course, it's fucking Miami. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, regardless of the fact, I feel like the energy at Citi Field, I always feel like there's a lot more people there.
Yeah, it's
lot more families. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot more community. It's like a community feel there.
And they're going to keep playing there more and more often, they literally said it. So next year, we might only have like 6 or 7 games at Yankee Stadium. Maybe.
Yo, like Nesty said, that last bodega hang, son.
Bro, I'm going to be so sad. I can't even front. I don't think people understand how special that bodega culture is, and unfortunately, no matter how hard we try, we'll never be able to replicate that at the new stadium.
You know what we do, though? We do have 2 more years to actually document the bodega, the fans at the bodega, and maybe we can...
And like literally, they always wear NYCFC shit the day of NYCFC games. You go in there, Poppy's wearing an NYCFC shirt.
Are we gonna do a bodega documentary?
I would love it.
I would love it. Are we... Yo, don't fucking steal our idea.
And they sell chopped cheese, so...
Yeah.
If you're a bodega and you don't sell chopped cheese... Don't be stealing
our fucking documentary idea, you savages.
If you're a bodega and you don't sell chopped cheese, you're a deli. You're not a bodega.
You ain't lying.
You're a deli.
You ain't lying, son. You ain't lying. So, man, like, the future of chopped cheese is bright, bro. You ain't going to stop anytime soon.
Hell no. But all I want is literally everyone to be on with me.
Right. I feel like we need to support ourselves.
Exactly. That's why what's going on right now is so important. You see 2 people who love the team talking about it. No one's gatekeeping.
Nah.
No one's trying to be like, oh, it's us versus bro. The only way to grow it is literally just by embracing everything. Absolutely. The good, the bad, the ugly. That's just part of it. There's
a big separation in the supporters, man. I
huge.
Feel like it's kind
huge.
It's kind of cliquey a little bit. And I feel like, man, if we all came together as one big, I'm not even going to say supporters group, but just one big movement. A bunch of people that really just fucked with each other and really, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, there's a huge divide. It's sad. It's really sad, to be honest. But that's why I'm doing my best to try to fix that shit.
That's one thing you do, interview everybody.
Everybody, bro. I show love to Third Rail, Temblados, Ultras, Beruchos, all the podcasts, whoever you are. Shout out to all of them. Viejos, I'll show love to anybody. If you're repping NYCFC, that's all that matters, bro, because that's... as soon as you scan your ticket to go into the stadium, that's all it's about. Outside, you're you. Once you scan that ticket, bro, it's all about that badge right there. That's it.
So it's safe to say if one person comes to a NYCFC game because of a chopped cheese video, your mission is complete?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is it actually has. There's people who've signed up for season tickets because of my videos. It's wild, bro. Wild. Like, I literally never... But that's all I want.
Right.
People who care about this shit as much as I do. Because, bro, NYCFC is my favorite team, period. All sports, everything. Because I feel so connected to it. Like, the Knicks are a conglomerate.
Right.
The fucking Giant, any NFL team, bro, they're a conglomerate. The Mets are a conglomerate. You can only get so close. Here, you're literally a part of it. Brad Sims knows who I am. The players know who I am. All the fans know, like, who I am and what I do. And, bro, that's so dope. Like, I'll never take it for granted. It's literally the dopest thing ever.
As a diehard Knicks fan, as a diehard Yankee fan, as a diehard Giant fan, I've never given myself more, like, I've never given my fandom more to any other club or any other team more than I have NYCFC.
Bro, being an NYCFC fan puts a chip on your shoulder, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've traveled to multiple states to go see them play.
You saw us win MLS Cup final, bro.
Yeah, I went to Portland.
All the way across the country.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
And they didn't give $300 vouchers.
Nah, we ate that, boy.
They didn't give free tickets like another team I know that plays in New Jersey. I'm not saying their names.
Nah, fam. Yeah, I went out there and took a L. You paid all that money and lost. Lost.
Bro.
Still the only fucking soccer team.
Forget about they lost. Forget about
still the only one with the motherfucking cup.
Bro, yesterday was the 29th edition of MLS Cup. And do you understand that they've been around for all 29 and they've never won MLS Cup?
But they got the supporter shield.
Yeah, because those matter, apparently. The supporter shield only matters if you win MLS Cup.
And what's that other
Bro, remember
shit?
when Philly won and they gave them the Iron Man shield supporter shield? Bro, that shit means nothing.
What's that other goofy shit they won? Like the West Coast tournament or
Oh,
something?
they won the Western. Oh, they won like a couple like bullshit trophies, but they don't mean anything.
They won the West Coast.
They won the Western Conference. In 2008, they won the Western Conference. The New York Red Bulls won the Western Conference Finals. Take a second to think about that.
I mean, that says a lot about the league, and it also says a lot about the fucking club.
I mean, the league was going bankrupt, bro. Beckham saved everything.
Mm-hmm. And apparently continues to.
Yes, he does.
Fucking guy,
David
man.
Lee, start bending some roster rules, bro. The old David Beckham's doing it. You better get on your shit.
Yo, my bro. So now that we covered, chopped cheese, right? And we covered.
Enough about me.
And we covered.
I feel uncomfortable talking about myself too much.
Yeah, I don't think so, my brother.
Yeah, I'm full of shit. What am I talking about?
I fucking love you, bro.
I
love
about myself all day.
But like, now let's get to the brass tacks, because
Yes.
don't get it twisted. It's the NYCFC 2024 season recap episode, and I'm here with my boy Chop Cheese, and we about to cover a couple of topics of the NYCFC season, what happened this season, and we're not going to get it. It was a really
what a season it was.
A roller coaster of a fucking season,
Oh, man.
believe it or not. I mean, high expectations in the beginning of the season. Last season, we fucking signed nobody. We ran it back, and it was fucking embarrassing, right?
Oh, no. We signed a couple players.
Last season?
Oh, no.
This
Last season, no.
we
Yeah, this
signed a
season,
couple players because the fans were about to fucking riot last season.
I don't know why they would ever sit on their hands in a transfer window these days anyway. Bro, the post-Messi MLS is a different MLS. I know people like, oh, he didn't win. It's not the point. What did the Galaxy do? They got aggressive, bro. They signed Gabriel Peck, Ricky Puig, fucking LAFC's goalie, McCarthy. Like, bro, like, that's the way to win these days. You can't sit. My biggest pet peeve with NYCFC is they act like a small market team.
Yeah, like we're not in the biggest sports market in the States.
I'm not saying I don't want you to sign Messi, but you're telling me the best you can sign is the players you're signing? No.
So you want them to have more big name marquee players?
I don't need big name marquee. Like, don't get me wrong, they did well, but like when you sign DPs like Jovan Mihajlovic and he barely plays, it's like, bro, like, do you see DPs in MLS now? DPs are Cucho Hernandez, DPs are Lionel Messi, DPs are Chicho Arango, DPs are Ricky Puig.
I mean, the kid was 19. He has Champions League experience.
But we got time to wait for this dude to develop.
I mean, I thought he was going to get a lot more burn than
I mean, I think, but that's my point. Like, how are you going to sign the dude and then not give him any burn?
He played for NYCFC too.
Bro, not only did he play for NYCFC too, he played for 90 minutes and didn't score. He didn't even have a shot on goal. That was the day I was like, damn, bro.
So now there was a couple of off-season signings. Which ones do you think panned out? I know Hannes Wolf.
Honestly, I love Hannes. I think, bro, if he literally can make NYCFC MLS Cup contenders because he's that good. But really, I feel like we have a good core. Like, but we traded Huicho Barraza to DC. Just what was it, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
We have too many wingers, bro. And we just picked up Thiago Andrade's option for 2025. Why? He's still in China.
Yeah, but that's probably going to be another loan with the option to buy. We'll probably make some money off of that.
But just decline his option and let him go.
We don't get paid. We got to grab something. At this point,
what is he worth, though, bro?
NYCFC is always about making.
No, I get it, but like in actuality, what is he actually worth?
No, that's what this loan was supposed to figure out.
They could have sold Talis Magno for what, $9 to $10 million, and they said no, and then they loaned him. Right. Bro, we could have used Talis Magno. I could have used him in the playoffs.
I mean, he did score that goal against. He does have playoff experience, and he did.
And look, he went to Brazil and started killing it. That's why I get so upset with David Lee, because he can find these diamonds in the rough, right? But a star couldn't smack him in the face because he wouldn't even know what was right in front of him.
Right.
For some reason, the guy does not sign good DPs. I don't know what it is. He'll find the Alonso Martinez's, right? He'll find, because he was like our scouting director or whatever. So like he probably found the Tati Castellanos and these guys. But then when it's time for DPs exist, so they're supposed to be big time players. Are any of our DPs, Santi being excluded, big time players? Talis Magno's a DP and we put him on loan. Again, Mitrita 2.0.
Right.
That's the last thing I want, bro. Because those things are so important. Look at what Miami's doing, bro. Look at what LA's doing. You're like, we're doing this?
I mean, Miami's a different story because I feel like
they
brought Leo Messi in, and then they brought a bunch of players around him.
It's just the principle.
Barcelona.
It's just the principle in general.
That's how they kind of got their thing going.
No, of course, and they're, like I said, they're the exception to the rule for the most part. But you have to play that game.
If that's what the league is about.
That's what it is now. It's not what it literally is. Like that. That's what MLS is now. Like it is literally Messi League soccer. Whether we like it or not, it's Messi League soccer. It is what it is.
Yeah. So the
bro, you saw how many people showed up. When's the last time you seen that many people at an NYCFC game? No matter what game it was, MLS Cup final had less people than that.
Yeah.
And we had people in pink jerseys cheering for us by the end of the game.
That's because we actually set the atmosphere. Like we
didn't get beat 6-1 like Red Bull.
We drew them twice this season.
We did.
Yeah, and I had the utmost confidence. If we had to face them, I wasn't even scared.
I wanted them so bad. I wanted to beat them. I told Caesar and I'm like, bro, we got nothing to worry about. Miami's trash. And, bro, they lost to Atlanta. They proved my point.
So when the season started this season, what were your expectations for us?
The playoffs.
Automatically.
Automatically. Anything less than that. 2 weeks out from the Red Bull loss, like, it sucks, but that's so much better of an outcome, bro. Than 2023 was just a nightmare, bro. Like, to have no hope at NYCFC really sucked, bro. Like, it really drained. Because, bro, we're season ticket holders, bro. Like, bro, I'm paying for this shit. The Knicks suck. I'm not losing any money.
You're not invested.
I'm not invested like that, bro. Not because I can't afford it. That's not the point. But
if I was,
you know what I'm saying.
If I could afford that shit.
But like I am, like we're all, bro. Like the prices aren't going down.
Nah,
they're going up.
My shit just went,
and that's fine. Like there's a price we got to pay, right?
Right. So you expect them to hit the playoffs.
Literally, they expect
every season.
Yes.
Except last season's the only season we didn't make the playoffs, right?
Yeah. No. 2015 we missed the playoffs too. So, out of our 10 years in existence, we've made the playoffs. What? 8? Yeah.
Beautiful. And won the cup.
And we won Campeones Cup.
Oh shit. 2 trophies.
And if it wasn't for a god-awful night at Red Bull Arena, we should have beat Seattle and we would have won the Champions League. And that would have been...
I was at that game, and it was fucking brutal.
I know you and John were there.
It was brutal,
I know, bro.
man.
I watched it on TV. Fucking
brutal,
sucked, bro.
bro.
Talles Magno missed like fucking 3 sitters, bro. It sucked.
Unfucking real,
Because, bro,
man.
Seattle was so beatable.
So as the season's going on, right? Like I said, you're at every game.
And, bro, we made it to what? The semifinals of Leagues Cup, bro. We lost to Columbus, bro. Columbus won Leagues Cup, and we took them all the way to penalties.
Yeah, we did.
We could have won Leagues Cup, and then we would have had a Champions League spot. Or Champions Cup, I'm sorry. Stupid ass fucking name. Champions Cup. But there's too many cups. Leagues Cup, Champions Cup, Campeones Cup. Like, bro, we're doing too much. Cups. Too much cups.
Get a fucking cupboard.
Red Bulls know nothing about cups, though.
Yeah, please.
But but yeah, like we did have a good season. Like it just sucked the way it ended, bro. Because that Red Bull game, like, bro, we showed no fight, we showed no heart. They came into our house and fucking gave it to us, bro.
Yo, I feel like after the first goal, it kind of like broke our spirits a bit.
I just don't understand why it took so long for Nick Cushing to make subs, but we no longer have to worry about that because apparently we're about to sign Jim Curtin.
Wait, we're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead. Save that shit for the end of the episode for the most part, because now
Nick.
It's early season
I
expectations.
heard the Arsenal women's team is hiring, so
it's early season expectations, right? And now automatically we get these.
We'll be at an
right?
NYCFC game in less than 3 months.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's my favorite part about the fucking season. That
MLS its off season is so short, bro.
I love that shit.
No, it's great. For it definitely makes it's literally like an all year thing.
I mean, it's an all year thing if we actually do something in the off season. Because honestly, news is scarce. We rarely get news or information from the club. Bleacher Report, Twitter, all of that shit just goes radio silent.
Tight-lipped. They're always very tight-lipped.
Which is bullshit. I think they should at least give us a little more information to keep the fans in tune of what's going on in the off season.
Absolutely. I mean, I would just like to see them, like, bro, like if you're gonna keep dudes like Jovan, can he start producing? Can he play?
Like,
because I mean, are you gonna put Alonso Martinez on the bench? Are you gonna put him on the bench? Everyone knows the answer to that question. So what are you gonna do with the kid?
I mean, it would be nice for us to have a fucking legit striker and put Martinez on the wing so we can have.
But
more
he's a proven striker at this point, though.
He's not a fucking proven.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but NYCFC thinks he is.
Well, that's
so it doesn't matter what we think. Well, it only matters what they think.
That's fucking terrible way of thinking. That means that we're not going to bring in another.
He did score 17 goals. He did score a lot of goals. He had a bad game against Red Bull, but I mean, all season he was on fire.
No, I'm not. Yo, listen, I've been praising him on this podcast all season long. He is literally.
And he's a cool dude too.
He's the
cool
man that stepped up to the plate. He was like, you know what, we don't have.
He pissed me off that game against Red Bull, but I forgive you, Alonso Martinez. I forgive you, bro.
Right.
You are in Matarita. Don't worry.
So, what are some of your favorite moments of this season so far?
Oh man, there was a lot.
Give me 2.
The fucking Miami bus. Oh man.
Oh, that shit was so good.
Fucking lit, bro.
That was fucking awesome.
Yo, literally, I'm gonna put the fucking footage right here, bro. That was awesome because you see, Toronto. You saw when he went to Toronto, bro. They were literally like bowing down to him. It was like the Pope came to town.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And people think they're like, "Oh, you guys did." I'm like, bro, I've been going to NYCFC marches since 2015. I have never seen a team pull up that way ever. Except I know they used to do we used to march from like the river lot all the way down. Yeah. But now, like ever since we've been doing it on River Ave, bro, when is the team opposing team buzz? Never.
They drove through our fucking march. And
why?
They thought they were gonna get a round.
Bro,
of applause.
It was an hour before the game. They were mad late. And then you wonder why they lost to Atlanta in the playoffs. Because they thought this shit was a joke, bro. Who cares what they did? They didn't win MLS Cup.
Nah.
And they got fucking smoked. And then Tata Martino was like, oh, the fans treated us bad. Yeah. Haven't you been a coach from Mexico? Haven't you coached in Europe? What's shocking you?
And what's your second favorite moment of the season?
Man, the Cincinnati penalties, man.
Yeah.
Micha, bro. Like that was...
Yeah.
Even though, like I said, losing the Red Bulls sucked, that was one of the best Because our fortune on penalties the past couple of years completely changed compared to what it used to be. And just for a young player who we signed to have that moment going into next season, I have nothing but confidence in the kid. He's got swagger. He's cool as hell. And just like what it meant, like we were so hyped to play the Red Bulls in the playoffs for the first time. We're like, yo, we fucking got it. And to win like that, bro, everyone counted us out. We were down 1-0 in the series. We came back, won back-to-back games
yeah,
against the 3 seed.
I mean, that fucking penalty shootout was outrageous,
insane, bro.
It was outrageous.
Insane.
Save after save, and then a miss, and a save.
Oh
and I
my
was like,
god,
what the
bro,
fuck?
it was pissing me off.
I had just met this bartender from Brazil, and I'm in
God.
Germany. And I'm trying to explain to him my fucking love for the club. And then literally...
He didn't understand.
Yo, he understands now. He follows NYCFC and he watched...
That's so sick.
Literally, he was like, yo, bro, to see you have this much passion for a club and to be up this late watching the game here... And you bugging out, and I'm fucking running around the lobby going, motherfucker. He was like, yo, bro, to see that, he's like, I haven't been to Brazil in mad long, but that's how me and my boys act back at home, and it gave me like that feeling again. You know what I mean?
Bro, because we actually give a shit, bro. There's a misconception that I can't speak for any other team at MLS, but, bro, NYCFC fans care. They're some of the coolest people, the dopest fans, bro. Like, they're so embracing. Like, ever since I came around when I was a nobody, bro, they fully embraced me. Like, they gave me everything I needed. They gave me a fucking family, a place to be like cool and like call my home, and it's just the dopest. Like, it's sick. It's really dope.
That's fucking awesome, bro. It's good to have, like I said, that feeling of community, that feeling of family. You know what I mean? Especially when you're at the bodega and you're chilling back there. There's bottles of tequila passing around.
Bro, I literally can
you
smell it right now, bro. Like, I love it. Like, I'm literally sick, bro. I'm literally addicted to NYCFC, bro. My girlfriend's sick and tired of me. She's like, "Oh, you talking about NYCFC?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it."
I mean, shit. You got to have a passion, right? And your passion turned into a passion.
And I actually did, and like I feel like I actually can like make a difference now. And I don't even want to use it in a bad way. I just like, all I want is literally, if anyone watches my videos and they're just like, yo, NYCFC is dope, that's really all I want. Just talk about NYCFC, buy an NYCFC shirt, go to a game.
You start seeing it, bro. Like, you start seeing the merch more. Like, you'll be watching a Premier League game, and there'll be a dude in the NYCFC hat.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck did that
Yeah, literally,
come from?
where the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I love to see it.
Nah, it's dope. Like, but that's the goal, right? Like, that's what we want. Obviously, we'll never be Real Madrid or Barcelona or Bayern Munich, but we don't need to be.
We need to be NYCFC.
That's
and develop our own
we need
culture.
to be NYCFC.
Right.
Literally, the first 3 letters are so important. NYC.
No,
Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Those 3 letters give us an advantage over almost any club in the world. Now, how we use it, that's up to us. And I know for a fact I have an advantage being in New York City as opposed to if I was a Sporting Kansas City fan and was doing the same thing.
Right. So as far as like NYCFC fans, like how do you feel we get received as like away fans? When we show up to other, have you attended any away game? Me and you were in Montreal.
Yes, we were in Montreal, but they have such a tiny supporter section, bro. Like,
right.
It is so tiny, but bro, we're fucking lit. We took over Red Bull, took 2,000 to LA, paying for their tickets and everything. NYCFC brought over 3,000 people to Portland.
Yeah.
Philly tried to give us 250 tickets, bro. Everyone snuck in there. There was like 500 of us crammed in there. There's only supposed to be 250, violating every safety code, all that shit. Fuck it. Yeah.
Real New York shit.
We're in there, bro. Real New York shit,
we
bro.
outside.
Fucking giving the middle finger to every Philly person saying, fuck you, fuck Philly cheesesteak. And, bro, we're lit. We go to Red Bull Arena, we take over. Anywhere we go, we take over.
So do you feel like the fans receive us in a negative way? Or
of course, because we're New York, so people are always going to look at us a certain type of way.
We always have that misconception.
Yeah, right? Especially and I get it, like, especially if you're like not in so much a small town, but like, you know, New Yorkers are loud, they're cocky, all that bullshit. But so what? You got to have a heel, bro. And if we got to be the heel, so be it.
I mean, not for nothing, Montreal was pretty cool. We definitely
It was
bugged
sick,
out.
bro. We
bugged out
had
out
the
there.
best time, bro.
We did. We went to a few bars. The result, we
The
lost.
game was literally, I forgot we went for the game. That's how boring it was.
Yeah.
And listen, that's me saying it. That's how bad the game was. But yo, it was dope. Like, we had a great time. It was, but like shit like that, right? Like, how many domesticated leagues do you know are spread across 2 different countries?
Yeah, travel's hard, man. Travel's hard.
And not only that, it gives you an experience to like experience a different culture. Like, bro, I would have never went to Montreal if it wasn't for NYCFC.
Absolutely not.
And I was so mad at myself when I went there. I'm like, yo, this is my first time coming here, bro. It was such a sick, bro. I was chilling with you the whole time, bro. We had the best time.
Hell yeah, right?
It was so lit. Like, that's why, like, I really think if people ask me, like, what's the biggest benefit of being a season ticket holder? Away days, bro.
Away days is shit.
Away days.
I did 2. I went to Chicago.
Like, and I'm mad at myself. I haven't really taken advantage of it. So now, like, starting now, I'm like, yo, you got to start really
like
taking
you were
advantage
saying,
of this
next
shit.
season, we got to get at least 3 days in. We pick them, we
Listen,
map them out. You actually got to go, though, because you mapped out
Nah, I
Chicago
know,
this year,
but I did. But
and you
Colombia made
flaked out.
Copa America final, so that changed everything. That changed everything. But nah, like, it's just important. Like, you know, that representation everywhere goes a long way. You never know who it'll touch or who will see it.
Right.
Like with Chopped Cheese, bro. Like, I didn't know like other fans of other teams were gonna watch my shit and like it. I just thought I was making shit for NYCFC fans. And if they liked it, that was all I cared about. And now I got fans of, like I said, all the teams I said earlier liking my shit, and that's really dope.
That is. So speaking of Montreal, right? So we won 3 games leading up to that game. We were on a little fire, right? So now we go to Montreal, we lose 2-0.
Yep.
We already had clinched the playoff spot.
Yes, we did.
So
after
now-
we beat Red Bull 5-1.
After we be up, don't get.
Did
me
I say
wrong,
that?
though.
Did I say that? My bad. I forgot.
Nah, right? So now we clinch a playoff spot. We play Cincinnati. We lose the first game at Cincinnati, right?
Bullshit game, by the way.
Bullshit game.
Boring as fuck.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then we lose, 1-0? It was something ridiculous.
Like they
that.
scored a stupid ass goal. It was whatever.
Yeah, and then literally, I feel like sometimes when goals like that happen, our back line kind of gets a little nerve-wracking. It's like they get a little nervous.
If you score first against NYCFC, you basically won.
No, that's how I
No
felt
lie.
most of the season.
Like, we used to be a resilient team, not so much anymore. We gotta be the ones that throw the first punch.
And when we do, we
That's
throw
it.
more.
We have
score
literally
2,
once we throw that
3,
for yeah.
So then we go into we win the first game. Now, like you said, that before that playoff shootout, right? That first game when we played at Citi Field, I was there. You were there. The penalty, dragged down in the box. No, you dragged Santi down in the box so close to the end of the game for no
Santi
reason.
with the Peneca.
Beautiful goal.
Beautiful
goal.
Playoff goal at Citi Field is so nice.
After that goal, I literally felt like, and then seeing Miami get knocked out, I'm like, yo, we got the easiest path to the cup. Having playoff experience, I thought, with Nick Cushing, but then you have to realize a lot of that team that we had in that 2021 run. If
they're gone, bro.
Yeah, Talis Magno would have been a good addition to the
Chanel's
team.
gone, Magno's gone, Tati's gone, Cayens is gone, Sean Johnston's gone, Tinnerholm's gone, Tajiri Sharadi's gone, Medina's gone, Tinnerholm's gone.
We needed like somebody that
If we would have had
run.
2 or 3 of those guys, we would have been all right.
Playoff experience.
Literally.
I miss Tinnerholm so much.
Bro, guys like him.
That was my boy.
But that's why, like, it's so important that we talk about those people so they aren't forgotten.
Right.
Like that's our responsibility as fans to remember those times and like speak about it, bro. Because you know what really inspires me about NYCFC, bro? We actually supported a team from its first year in existence. Bro, when you became a Yankees fan, how long were they around for? Exactly. But like when you see the Yankees history, right? It says when were the Yankees founded?
Like 1905.
All right, so
1905
dash to whatever
Yeah.
year. 2015 dash is us. We are the people in 1905
That's why
to the
it
Yankees.
felt so fucking like when I went to Portland and watched them win the cup. I started crying. Like I don't give a fuck.
You literally
It's
saw
like, yo,
NYCFC give birth. Like
I was at the first game. I saw the first NYCFC goal. Like I watched the fucking
Patrick Mullins.
all of it. Like literally fucking all of it.
Oh no, mixed disc group scored.
It was
first
mixed,
ever
against
in Orlando.
Orlando, 1-1 draw. But fucking like, yo, bro, it was like when they won, I was like, I can't fucking believe this. Like, this is real. Like, I literally followed, and then I did the whole run. So it was like so overwhelming. Like, emotions were just like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, and it was mostly because of what you said. You're there from the very fucking beginning. You watch them build the crest. You watch them play their first game, draft their Super
Jack
draft.
Harrisons.
Fucking David Villa walk out with the jersey on and the scarf. The first time we ever saw that jersey, my hairs are standing up.
We had to go through Josh Saunders for a whole year.
Oh my God, bro.
Exactly. Oh my God is the correct word.
Son. That was crazy. Yo, but he was Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican.
So he was good at your book.
Bro.
He was good at your book.
He was shout out to my Boricuas. You know what I'm saying?
He was good at
He was good in my book, yo. So the playoff run, you know what I'm saying, with Cincinnati, we won that game.
Yep.
Game 2 and motherfucking a shootout. That was just one for the ages. I'm thinking when Pereira comes up, I'm like, oh,
it's over. Game over.
Oh, let's go. I'm fucking, and then I'm sitting there, I'm looking at Mac, and then I was like, yo, son.
That was like such a roller coaster of emotions. But you know what I do dig about this team is, bro, they're confident. They got swag. So
they don't quit and they fight. They're resilient.
Nah, they definitely fight. So it's just important that we got their back, bro. It's important that we realize like the importance of, bro, being a fan of this club is like, bro, it's an honor. Like, it's a privilege. Like, never forget that. Like, we're really a part of something special. I promise you, one day, NYCFC will be one of the biggest clubs in the world. I don't care what anyone says. It's just a reality.
I feel like the MLS, the North American and the soccer market is growing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
more
bro.
people. Honestly, they're building more soccer fields across the United States than they are basketball courts, baseball fields, and you know what I mean? So hopefully the talent starts to develop more Christian Pulisic's.
No more pay to play.
Pepe's.
No more pay to play. And listen, you'll see the talent change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's another thing that I've noticed is like it's expensive.
Bro.
For kids to have, you know, programs and they travel leagues and all this other shit. That's why I know a lot of the European clubs, they come and they hold training camps and shit like that for like maybe they find some talent or whatever the case may be. But the playoff run, they didn't end it the way we wanted to.
Nope.
I'm not even gonna let's skip that. Let's skip that fucking just erase that memory.
Broke my heart.
It is what it is. We left there with the loss. We dominated most of the possession. We dominated most of the stats. We just couldn't finish. We had opportunity after opportunity to finish.
And we blew it.
It just felt like one of those games at the beginning. I had a knot in my stomach.
The worst time to have a bad game, we had it.
Game.
We had it.
Yeah, literally. But you know what? We move on. They didn't win the fucking MLS Cup, and that's
which is all that matters.
We're still the only fucking team in New York
No
City.
star over your badge.
You'll never have this, buddy.
Never.
Buddies, pals.
People put the star on the fucking jersey before the game.
What a jinx. Like, that guy should get... Never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, with that being said, right after the season ended, they fired Nick Cushing.
Yeah.
Long overdue?
I feel so. I would have fired him after we lost Philly in the Eastern Conference Final when he made those subs when we were up 1-0.
He was always late for subs, though, bro.
It's not even that. It's just the man never had control of the team. It is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong. The players definitely have blame too, but the guy, Nick Cushing, he was just never the man for the job. And that's kind of what disappoints me about the whole NYCFC allowing him to just... You can't convince me that they knew of course they knew he wasn't the guy for the future, but they still gave him the keys to the car. Why?
They allowed him to make crazy decisions.
Talis Magno's gone because of Nick Cushing. Maxime Chenot's gone because of Nick Cushing. And guess what? We got to live with those consequences now. And who's not here anymore? Nick Cushing.
And Chenot still has NYCFC, him in the NYCFC jersey as his profile picture.
Yep. Look at Talis Magno tearing it up in Brazil. Gone. Why? Because he didn't get along with Nick Cushing.
Who would you like to see brought on as our coach? Like
Jim Curtin.
And that's,
straight up.
That's
before the rumors, I'm all for Jim Curtin.
That's who you want.
Bro, do you see what he did with Philly, who did everything to not let him win? He still almost won everything. If it wasn't for Gareth Bale miracle, they would have been MLS Cup champions.
I mean, I'm happy that they're not.
Me too. But I'm just saying, like, they're a good team. They had a good team. And not only that, he has familiarity with guys like Pereira, Matt Freese. He's played with some of those guys. He understands the league. He's not going to be one of those coaches who comes here and complains like, oh, why this doesn't make any sense. He understands it doesn't make any sense. He just deals with it.
He's going to find something to change it instead of complaining.
He knows he's familiar with all our opponents, so no one's going to catch him off guard. He knows Philly, so whenever we play them, this is a wrap for them. He knows all their players' tendencies, everything.
And not for nothing, that's something that we might need to do because for some reason that's one of our biggest fucking hurdles.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe we don't sign him, but that would be my guy. Other than that, like, I don't want Gio Savarese. If I'm being honest, I don't want him at all. But honestly, just Jim Curtin, because who else are they going to sign?
Yeah, right.
Like, really, like, in actuality.
I seen rumors of bringing Dom back. He coached a good team.
He did, but he left. He wanted to leave.
He did want to leave. But see, what happens is, like, you're coaching a good team here, then you leave, and his coaching career went straight down the drain.
Of course it did, but it doesn't matter. He still left, and he didn't want to come back after that. Like, as much as it sucks, as much as we don't want to admit it, all our coaches leave.
Yeah, fucking.
It is what it is. Like, we can say whatever we want, but the coaches leave. Vieira left. Dome left. Ronnie D left. Christ and Cushing are the only coaches fired, but I mean, all three of them left, and two of them left mid-season.
That hurts the most.
That's what killed me. Is I feel like if Dylan never left mid-season, we would have been so much better off. But like, not only did we lose Dati, we lost him. Like, that was like it was like a double fucking. Psh, psh.
So what do you think next season, right? What do you think needs to be done? What do you think we need to do to improve the team? And what are your expectations?
Definitely NYCFC needs to make the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's the expectations for
at
tomorrow.
Least.
Now what do we need to do to get there?
We have too many wingers.
Right.
I don't know who needs to go. I think they're all quality, so you could really pick and choose who you want to go, whatever the numbers work out, but we need to get rid of the wingers. We need to sign a real left back. I love Kevin O'Toole, but he can't be our starting left back to win MLS Cup. He just can't.
I think the kid has talent.
He does, but he cannot be. But he cannot be our number one to win MLS Cup.
Right.
He just can't. It is what it is.
So you think that you keep?
And I'll keep it. I think they should be playing two strikers, but that's just my opinion.
Very interesting take, bro.
I mean, they have Bakrar, Micha, and Alonso Martinez, all three of them going at it. So
you
might
have
as well.
This love affair with Bakrar. Like,
I don't. It's not really a love affair.
You love mans.
I mean, bro, because say what you will, he actually puts the shots on frame, whether they go in or not. I get it. He didn't score, but like, bro, all you can ask for is that. Just as long as you get a shot off, whatever happens after that. Whatever happens. No matter what anyone says, he beat the Red Bulls.
That's like saying I could take a shot and that shit hits the fucking.
No, I get it. But if you actually watch like the way he plays, like he's a good player. Like he just has the yips. He has the yips.
He's had the yips for a season and a fucking half. But
I mean, but he also he beat the Red Bulls.
That's all it takes to beat the Red Bulls. And
I mean, bro, you're an NYCFC legend no matter who you are if you beat the Red Bulls. At any chance, any time, it doesn't matter.
I just fucking think I can't hate the Red Bulls. So you think we don't need a number 9? Bakrar?
No, we definitely need a real striker, but like who are they going to sign? I don't see anybody who would want to come to NYCFC right now.
I feel like we're always pulling talent from South America.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know who that would be.
We need
So
the new
maybe
Dati,
they will. Yeah, but that's the problem. They keep thinking they could recreate Dati. Dati was Dati. That's what made him special.
What about Griezmann?
Oh, I would love that. But I feel like he's going to go to LA or LAFC. The Galaxy or LAFC.
He loves New York.
I know he does.
He's always at Brooklyn Nets games. He loves basketball. He loves New York
I feel
culture.
like Villa, Lampard, and Pirlo gave NYCFC a sour taste in their mouth. They never went big ever again.
So you think that's it with marquee signings?
I hope not, but I'm just telling you that's why I don't think they signed anymore because I feel like they have a bad taste in their mouth.
What about Pogba?
No.
No
please.
Pogba?
No Pogba, bro.
Midfield general, can make
care.
the pass, hasn't
Don't
played in
care.
a long time, healthy for the most part.
Bro, that's the problem. He hasn't played in a long time. He's old.
He's 30, about 34, 35. Yeah,
yeah, that's old, bro.
Is he about 30? Yeah, he's fucking in his mid.
That's old as fuck, bro. I don't want a 35-year-old. Give us Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, well, I mean, that's one of my favorite players all time.
Yeah, like give us Kevin De Bruyne.
San Diego.
We will riot if he goes to San Diego.
Juan Mata just signed up for their ownership group.
Nah, that's fine. They could do whatever they want. But they signed Chucky Lozano as their first DP. Come on, we signed David Villa. What are we talking about here?
Who went on to score?
Yeah, I mean, MLS
goals.
MVP. Chucky Lozano will not win MLS MVP. I can promise you that.
So next season, sign a striker.
Sign a striker. Sign a left back.
Coach.
Coach, I really think we have the players in the top, bro. If the Rebels made the final with the team they made it, bro, why can't we make the final?
I feel like not for nothing, we are a resilient team. Like we could have just a bunch of ragtag players, and we just find a way to make it to the playoffs.
Matt Freeze is a fucking. He got snubbed.
Shout out to Matt Freeze, bro.
For goalie of the year, he got fucking snubbed. It was disrespectful that they did that to him. That's so fucked up. He played his ass off, bro, all year, and they didn't even give him a nomination. That's so fucked up.
Right. Nah, it's fucked up is right, bro. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Shit happens,
They just fell apart, just like the Red Bull season.
Exactly. If that ain't the truth, right? If that ain't the fucking truth. But, my brother, with that being said, son, you know what time it is, boys. Yeah, man. So, my brother, it's been an honor to have you on my show, bro.
I hope this isn't the last time.
Where can we find him?
Oh, yeah. Where can we find you, my brother?
Oh, of course.
The socials out there.
Chop Cheese FC on Instagram, CHOP Cheese FC. I know it's not really, it's chopped, but that's the way people say it, Chop Cheese. They don't say chopped cheese.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. So Chop Cheese FC on Instagram. TikTok, same shit. I don't really post on there like that because they always ban my videos, so fuck them.
Oh, shit.
But YouTube, same shit, Chop Cheese FC. So YouTube, Instagram, Chop Cheese FC. That's where you should find. That's where you'll find me.
Follow the bro, man. Literally, he really brings the culture, the NYCFC culture.
Hey, yo, follow Big Play Small Talk podcast too, bro.
Yo, we doing our thing out here, bro. We just trying, man. We
big
trying.
Big Play, Small Talk. Big Play, Small Talk.
Nah, man. Yo, listen, follow him, man. Just if you follow him, you'll fall in love with the club, bro, because he really shows you what being an NYCFC fan is about.
Because I feel like I do know what it's all about. You know, I've seen everybody. So all I want to do is just help spread that love and spread that culture. Spread love. That's the NYCFC way.
Spread love is the NYCFC way. I know you heard that shit. My brother, thank you. I appreciate you. This is not going to be the last time you're going to see Chop Cheese on my show, bro. When the season starts, we will have another.
There's a petition.
There we go. We'll have another episode.
In the bodega.
Oh, we're going to have a bodega. Yo,
the bodega
documentary,
episode
son.
would
Don't
be
fuck around and try to steal
crazy.
our shit. Sick of y'all fucking over here biting. Bodega documentary's ours, bro. Me and Chop Cheese.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. But my brother, thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. Give me love one more time.
Absolutely.
It's been a fucking, thanks
Let's go smoke some weed.
We're going to do a little this, do a little that. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll be in touch. Go NYCFC.